Alright, hey guys, this is Red Excalibur 2003 here, and the other day on Christmas night, me and my dad had watched the Wonder Woman movie, Wonder Woman 80, I think 84, and man, what I tell you, that's a good movie right there. I ain't gonna lie with y'all, Chief. Like, I saw Wonder Woman, the original Wonder Woman previous on 2017 with my friend Jalen, and that joint was too good, bro. And this movie lived up to the hype, like lived up to it and surpassed it, like we're all through it. So I guess this first portion will be the spoiler-free version, and then later on I'll give you a warning when it heads into some spoiler territory. So this movie is very good. This movie is very good. Like, it handles its problems, it handles its theme well. Like, it doesn't have it doesn't have any misleading plots. They all um wrap around the overall story within the movie. It's very good. Like, um all the actors played their parts well. Especially Pedro Pascal. You might know him if you ever watched the Equalizer 2, The Mandalorian. You know, he's Din. Yo, so you might know him if you ever watched them. And he's very good. He played his part very well. Played his part very well. Diana, same too. The only person I think who could have done a little bit better is is a girl named Barbara's actor. I forgot what her actor name is, but yeah, I forgot who her name was. But they all played their part well. I just believe that Barbara's actor could have did a little bit better with could have did a little bit better because it kind of seemed like it was kind of forced. So I mean, it's just that's just me, but I felt like it could have done a little bit better, just a little bit. So dang. So um, how can I say? When when the story initially starts, you might be a little bit misleading, but trust me, it wraps around the whole story. The whole story. You know, everyone played their part well. You know, you could really feel for the characters and stuff like that. Really feel for them. You know, I'm also just heading to spoiler territory at this point because I can't really hold it back much longer. Hold it back much longer. So, warning now. Warning. I'm heading into spoiler territory. So if you have not watched the movie, please click off now. Or if you want to stay, that's cool too. But if you want to stay, that's cool too. So the the message of the story is the truth is powerful. If you're based off a lie, who are you really? Who are you really? Without the truth, you're just a lie. Anything that you would say, you're lying about yourself and what's happening. For instance, at the beginning of the movie, we see um Amazon holding their it's like the Olympics, but just to see who's the greatest warrior out of them all. And Diana, as young as she is, she participates. Like, she's going against grown women and still holding her own. Like, I was shocked. I was shocked. So there was one part of the event where you have to go on horseback and shoot markers that will throw up colored gas, and Diana was blue. So every time she would hit her marker, her blue gas will come up, and it will notify the people that Diana is at a mark within the event. So every time they see that mark, her ribbon will go down. The farthest ribbon is the person in the lead. So there is a one point where Diana gets knocked off the horse by a tree branch, and she sees everybody is just running past her. Like, the horse is ordered not to go back, it keeps going. So Diana finds a shortcut within the event, and gets back on her horse. Right? So little does she know that there was a marker where the horse went past, so she didn't hit that marker. So everybody's just wondering, where's Diana? Because they don't know that she took a shortcut. So once you go back to the event, like once you go back to the event place, you have to grab a javelin and throw it within a circle. It's a big circle. You gotta throw it within a hoop, as you can say, just a hoop, right? So before Deanna could throw her hoop, she got stopped by her mentor because if she would have thrown that javelin and won, she would have cheated. Like, that's not a right victory. She would have cheated. So they took her out the fight. I mean, not the fight. They took her out of the event, and she's like, I would have won, but you didn't. You cheated. So they give her a little lesson, saying that you are not okay. The truth is powerful, no matter how much you see it. So it's just like Diana's sitting here like, but I would have won, but you didn't. Understand? You didn't win. You didn't win. So it's sitting here like, Diana's mad, but then at the beginning and then it's just a subplot. That was just a subplot right there. When the story initially starts, Diana's as Wonder Woman. Protecting people and everything. So we get introduced to Barbara. And Barbara is just this clumsy, forgetful girl. Like, nobody likes her. She's just a nerd. So when she initially meets Diana, she's like, oh, I want to be like Diana so much. Because, everybody likes Diana. I want to be like Diana. She's awesome. So that's what happens. We get introduced to the Dreaming Stone. No, just the Dreamstone. We get introduced to the Dreamstone, and this is basically the main villain right here. The Dreamstone is the main villain. It's just how other people would use it, right? So Diana reads the text. It's in Latin. I don't forget what the text was, but it kind of says something like, it was on the lines of, make a wish and the stone will grant it. It was on the lines like that. So Barbara asks, I don't know what I will wish for. And so Diana says, she closes her eyes and says, I do. And so every time somebody makes a wish, they will get a sound cue along with wind blowing in the background. And Diana made her wish to bring Steve back, right? And so I thought when they would bring Steve back, it was just as if it was like a crutch. We need Steve in this movie. We need him because without Diana, without Steve, Diana isn't to her fullest. Now, I initially had gripes when they revealed Steve in the trailers, but I was wrong. I was so wrong because Steve brought out the best of Diana. Steve brought it out because in order to bring back Steve, they had to put him in another man's body because his body was destroyed when he was taking them explosives in the air in World War One. So when Steve brought back, he's in another dude's body, and Diana's like, I don't know you. Why are you talking to me? And so I shit you not, he says this. I just wish we had more time. Diana turns back and it's like, what? Diana turns back. I'm like, what? I just wish we had more time. I can save today, but you can save tomorrow. And Diana's like, Steve, is that you? And it's like, yeah, I'm just in another guy's body. And so I believe right here brings the best out of Diana. Well, not right there, but I believe Steve brings the best out of Diana because there's one point in time where she has to let Steve go. She has to let Steve go in order to save the world because here's the wishing stone's rule. I will grant your wish. I will grant your wish for an exchange of your greatest possession. Diana's greatest wish was to bring Steve back. But in order to do that, she had to lose something in return. Diana instead lost her powers. Like, she still had them there, but they were slowly fading away. To the point where Diana would get hit with bullets and wouldn't instantly heal. She'll get hit with bullets and it will hurt her. Like, just straight up hurt her. Like, she can't heal that back. And so Steve is like, bro, you have to let go of me because you're losing your powers. You can't fight like this. And Diana is scared to lose Steve. Just scared to lose him. Because that was her first love. She was just scared to lose him in general. So I love this moment right here where Diana, when you want to renew your wish or revoke your wish, you have to say out loud, I renounce my wish. So the world is at stake here. Hold on, guys, hold on. But yeah, the world is at stake here. And it's to the point where Diana has to let go of Steve in order to regain her powers, because without it she can't function. She can't save the world. So it's right here where Diana looks at Steve and she says, I don't want to let you go. And Steve is like, I'll always love you no matter where I am. And she says, I know. She walks away and says, I renounce my wish. And so right here, it's so impactful, because if you ever seen Hancock, like the Will Smith hero movie, if you ever seen Hancock, where Hancock was it was raining and he was walking down a hallway. He was struggling to get down a hallway because his significant other, the person, well, how can I say, the girl was hurt, and he couldn't get through he couldn't get through the hallway, and so this final push, he was like yelling until he flew out the window. And it was so impactful because you could hear the pain within his voice. You could hear he was struggling. It was the same thing here. Like Diana's running. She's crying. She's yelling. She's hurt. And I love how the actor portrays it because Amazonian women, they're strong. They're warriors. So even though they have to face loss within the battlefield, they have to keep pushing on. And so Diana is straight over here. She's crying. She is devastated because she had to let Steve go in order to save the world. And the actor, oh my goodness, bro. She was so good in this movie. Like it doesn't even compare. I'm sorry. It doesn't even compare. So the only gripe I really had about the movie was when Steve came back. When Steve came back, they put him in another person's body. Like, I understand that he was dead. But at least, like, you know, how can I say? At least give him his body back. Like, is asking for his body back, like, is that bad enough or something? Cause, well, I mean, I understand he was dead, but at least give him back his body, you know? So, but yeah, they didn't give him back his body. They put him in another person's body, and so Steve was like, you know, when I had to eventually go away, who are you gonna fall in love with? And she says, what do you mean? I love you. And it's like, I understand that, but I can't. But I'm not gonna be here for long. So you might as well get somebody else. You might as well find somebody else because I'm not gonna be here for long. And he's like, well, I can't find anybody else. I love you. And he just sit there in silence. I love the dynamic between these two because, you know, Steve, even though Steve is dead, he brings the most out of Diana. No matter how much you will see it. Jeez. So, like, that's just my only gripe about it, right there. But the rest of the movie is golden. The rest of the movie is just straight golden. That's it. Like, through thick and thin, it just keeps going. It pushed the story much. It pushed the story so much. Like, it doesn't lose track. It just keeps going. And that's what I like about this movie. There's no loose ends because there's some loose ends. Or there's some loose ends, but there's not as much as there would be if they hadn't kept going. If that makes sense. So, oh dang. But the story was flawless. You know, movie, the acting, all of that was good. And the villain dynamic. I'm not gonna get into the villains because, you know, I'm not trying to spoil it too much. But the villains in this movie, it's so good. They're so good. Like, there's like this villain dynamic between there's two villains. And I love how they influence one another. I like how they influence one another to achieve their goals. Hold on. Yeah, they influence each other, you know, well, not necessarily push each other, but host each other to their own motives. I'm pretty sure you already know. One of the villains, because it was revealed in the trailer, and I want to say in the last trailer they put out, they put out one of the villains, but throughout this movie, it's very good. Like, the villains don't get revealed until the second half of the movie, I'm pretty sure, but it's it's very good. And I recommend if you have like HBO Max or a friend who has HBO Max, you know, just tell them, you know, can I watch this movie real quick, because, you know, I heard so many good things about it. Like, it's that good. And the hype is welcomed. It is earned, and it does and it does not disappoint. The post-credit scene. If you were, all I can say is, if you're an OG Wonder Woman fan, you would love the post-credit scene. You would love it, no matter how much you might think you would love it. You would love it even more. I'm telling you right now. If you're like a die-hard Wonder Woman fan, you're gonna love it. But yeah, I think that I think the movie is a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. I'm not trying to overhype it, but I think it's a 9 out of 10 for me personally. Um, you know, like, they've been knocking out the park with Wonder Woman lately. Like, when she had her debut movie, very good. When she was in Batman vs Superman, still very, like, her character as a whole, very good. Um, when she was in Justice League, they could have did better, because, you know, Justice League Justice League really could have did better with what they was given. But yeah, it's just a very good movie. Like, like, no matter how much no matter how much I keep saying it, it's just a very, very solid movie. Oh, dang. But yeah, it's just a very solid movie. And you, like, if you just needed like a good refresher for, like, if you wanted to watch a movie, I believe this will be it right here. This will be it right here. Like, it's very good. You know, it's solid. It's solid. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, even though this was my first movie review, on this channel. Oh dang, not the sea bag. But yeah, even though this is the first movie review, I believe, like, I could do better once I start getting the hang of this. But, you know, thank you for your time. You stayed here for this much. You know, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment if you want to see this channel improve upon, or help me throughout it. Yeah, help me, you know, improve this channel. You know, because even though I might not have a big subscriber base, it's always good to have like a couple comments now and then, just saying, you know, just telling me I can do better, you know, about, you know, just, yeah, I just need more time. But thank you, like and subscribe, and we'll catch you later.